Hi, welcome to Josie's channel. This is now going to be called No Way Josie. You need it in the accent. So this used to be called Young but Somewhat Overqualified Podcast. And I just don't want to talk about my life like that anymore and dating and stuff. I'm just kind of over it, and it was just kind of something to pent up my anger out in some healthy way. So this time I'm gonna be talking about things I actually actually like in my life, and it's gonna be kind of like Korea, K-pop oriented, because that's who I am now. I'm just this Korea boo out of nowhere. So, let's get into that. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, burped. Josie, delete that. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about this. So, I've always been a K-pop fan. I would like to identify myself like that. Back in 2008, 2009, I got really into K-pop. I was in middle school, and then I really loved K-pop up until 2014. So, it was from 7th grade to the end of my senior year of high school. And then when I started going to college, I started falling off the boat. Second gen K-pop is my ish. I love second gen K-pop. There's nothing could replace that. But there's this one specific group that's technically a borderline second/third gen, and that's BTS. And BTS has changed my life in the last year, and I would love to talk about them. So I guess this is gonna be a BTS episode. So I got into BTS when they debuted, before they debuted, and I watched their graduation song and the other song, You're Beautiful. And I remember falling in love with Jimin. That was love at first sight. Oh my god. And when No More Dreams came out, I was in love. And then I really loved Just One Day. And that's still my favorite BTS song till this day, is Just One Day. It's a beautiful song, and it hits the throwback R&B vibe so well with me. And then I started college, and I fell off the boat with K-pop. But I was still subscribed to Big Hit on YouTube, and Not Today came out. And around that time, I was in this ugly relationship, and watching Not Today constantly kept me sane. These 7 guys that I never forgot their names, and just watched them perform. And freaking Rap Monster with the purple hair. I'm still sorry, I don't call him RM, call him Rap Monster, because that's what I was known. Okay, Namjoon, we're gonna just call him Namjoon, but Namjoon with purple hair just kills me. And they kept me company in my old relationship, and I'm forever grateful for BTS for making me feel like I wasn't alone in this world. And then I fell off the boat with K-pop, and here and there I would listen to BTS songs, but I was never an ARMY again. It's not the same. And up until last year, May of 2019, a little bit before that, my friend was oh, I have an extra BTS ticket. And I was BTS was the very last band that I've ever wanted to see live. I really regret it when they performed at Honda Center and I wasn't able to see them, but I was in college, I couldn't afford that. And so I just told my friend hey, if you can't sell your ticket, just sell it to me and I'll go with you. And she couldn't find someone to buy her ticket, and I was kind of you know what, I'll just buy it. It's the day after my exam, and I will go and treat myself. And so I did, and I fell in love with BTS live, and I went both days because my aunt got into BTS, and it's just a long story, but she's the biggest ARMY I know. Honestly, okay, not the biggest, but she's one of the biggest ARMYs I know. That crazy person bought so many tickets to this year's tour, I cannot. But yeah, so I ended up going to the concert, and it changed my life. Honestly, May 4th and 5th of 2019, my life was changed. like it was changed because of BTS. And going to the concert, I didn't know many songs, and now I know all of them. Hell, I love all the songs. Like, there's not a song that I like hate. Maybe there's songs I like a little less, but like, there's no song I hate from BTS. They're all very positive, and I very much love it. And I'm super grateful for BTS, honestly. So around the time of the concert, like I had another relationship. Oof, Josie being in bad relationships. Here we go. And like I realized like it wasn't healthy, and I just didn't know what to do. And BTS kind of gave me that courage, like the first relationship, to like, hey, like don't back down. Like you're never alone in this world. Like just do it. And like they kind of reminded me like, there's so much more. Like not today. Like let's do it another time. So like I broke up with that boyfriend, and then after this BTS concert, like I didn't love myself. Like, this tour is called Love Yourself, Speak Yourself, and I was just kind of like, meh. And I wasn't truly valuing who I was, and like, listening to all these like BTS songs and made me realize like, hey, I should value myself a little more. So I dumped my ex-boyfriend, even though I kept going back, but effort was made. So yeah, I made this effort to break up with my ex. And listening to all those BTS songs, watching BTS run, watching Bon Voyage, it kept my mind off things. And like, there's these 7 guys who are so dorky and so themselves sometimes. Like, it makes you want to be yourself. It gives you the confidence to be okay with who you are. And that's why I am so grateful for BTS. And like, that's the backstory of BTS, And like, here I could talk about all the songs and stuff, but you know what? I'm just gonna talk about all the songs. So my favorite song is Just One Day by BTS, and that song came out like their second or third comeback. It was very early on. It had to be somewhere around like 2014, 2013, somewhere around there. My memory's not good. I don't care what year it came out. I should, but like I really love that song, so that song's like forever in my heart. Another song that I really, really loved that like really got me through crap was Save Me. Save Me was such a good song for me. Like, it literally, like, every time I listened to it, I cried. And I know how bad that sounds. Like, Josie, you cried listening to Save Me? And I was like, yes. I cried every time, especially after my breakup. That was, like, my breakup anthem. As sad as that. I have, like, 2 breakup anthems. It's Save Me and See You Never by Nicki, which is 88 rising singer, but that's besides the point. But Save Me, like, it just stuck with how I felt, and like I've never found a song that really like stuck with me so well. And it just happens to be a song in Korean, but I still fairly understand Korean and like Google Translate. So yeah, like that song, reminded me that I was in the pits and I needed to get out. But hear me out. There's a follow-up song to Save Me, and that's called I'm Fine by BTS. So those songs are kind of seen together. So they usually perform Save Me, and then the middle of the performance they'll switch to I'm Fine. And like my life like switched from Save Me to I'm Fine. Like I'm fine. Like I'm fine, Josie. Like you could do it. And from I'm Fine, I really like love yourself. Like the answer is to love yourself. And because of that, I got the Love Yourself, like the Her album tattooed on my arm. Yeah, the Her album. So the heart I got tattooed on my arm. So it's closest to my heart, and it's a big reminder to love myself. And that's like the biggest thing I've ever learned in my life. And I'm still learning how to love myself, and there's still some holes here and there. Like, I'm not perfect, but like BTS is healing me. Like, who would have thought that, like, a K-pop group would save someone, especially me. Like, I was going through a lot of stuff, and I just needed like the beautiful seven members to like made me realize that my life is a little more important than I take it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's enough for BTS with music. Let's talk about BTS as individual members. So my favorite member is Jimin. Park Jimin literally will kill me to the day I die, but I love him so much. He's my favorite member. My bias wrecker is Suga. Suga Min Yoongi. I don't know. Like, I feel like I am Yoongi. Like, he embodies who I am. Like, but that's besides the point. I used to really like J Hope and V, but definitely my favorite members are Jimin and Suga. Jin, honestly, like the more and more I watch like variety shows with BTS, so Run and Bon Voyage, the more and more I love Jin. Jin is kind of like, that member like you wouldn't expect to like, but he's so weird and quirky that you just kind of like love him, and he's just himself, and he has like no shame of being himself, and it's just very inspiring. Then there's RM. Namjoon, oh my god, he's like the best leader, and he's so random sometimes, and he's such a dad, and I love it. Like, do you see how he stares at the other members? He's like a proud dad. Okay, last member I haven't mentioned is Jungkook. Oh my god, honestly, the only reason why like it's very hard for me to like Jungkook is because like when BTS first debuted, like Jungkook was the only K-pop idol that was younger than me at the time. So I just felt like a pedophile. So in my brain, Jungkook will always be like 15 and I'll always be like 16, but like Jungkook is a year younger than me and I'm 23 international age. So he's 22 international age. And like, ooh, that boy's so handsome. Like, I cannot. And he's like the cutest golden maknae ever. Like, he loves his young so much. Like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And he's so talented. Like, he could literally do anything and everything he sets his mind to. Like, inspiration right there. Okay. Let's talk about J-Hope. So J-Hope I used to love. He's a good dancer. I'm a sucker for rappers and dancers, and that's literally J-Hope. And like that new song Ego, oh, when that dropped, I was like, oh, happy belated birthday, J-Hope. Like, I'm recording this on February 18th. Literally your birthday's still here in America, so happy birthday to you. And yeah, J-Hope is such a happy virus. Like what is there not to love about him? He's literally a mom. Next member is V Kim Tae Hyung, literally me. He's so 4D. I don't know if that's a term used anywhere else, but like K-pop stans know what 4D means. 4D is just like, like the fourth dimension, that weirdness, that extra weirdness. That's literally V. His voice is so deep. He's such a good singer. He's so symmetrical. Literally so handsome. I do not understand how this country bumpkin turned into like sexy K-pop star slash actor slash V slash handsomest face in America in the world for like a year. Then JK took it this past year, but like still they're so handsome. Let's talk about Suga. Like Suga, like that man is literally like when you watch him in Run, he's so like you would expect like a serious dude, but he's like super low key quirky, and I like love that. And he kind of comes off as intimidating, but he's like the most lovable. And like also, have you seen his cooking in Bon Voyage? Like that boy could cook. Like, ooh, for that is husband goals. Okay, and then I'm gonna talk about my favorite member, Jimin. Like, literally love at first sight when I saw him pre-debut and then they debuted, and then I saw him perform Serendipity live. Like, I almost got Serendipity tattooed on me because I love that song. I love G-Man. He's so handsome, and like, there's moments where you're like, why is this man in my butt? Oops, click on record. I didn't know my spacebar did that, but ooh, okay. So basically, where was I? So like Park Jimin, like, ooh, he's such a sore loser. He is so cute. He's so adorable. He's so fluffy. He's so pretty. He's like everything that I want in a man, but he's too like perfect. So like, if I were to date a member IRL, it'd probably be Namjoon. He's like literally husband goals, but like, G-Man is that like ideal man that you could never get. Like, he's too good for me, like way too good for me. Yeah, that's me talking about individual members. But yeah, like, BTS has really changed my life. My whole room is literally Chimi, and like right besides me I have the BTS 2020 season screening wall calendar, and like it's February, so it's the month of Jin, and like Jin's face is so big, it's literally the size of my face right now. It's so funny, but I love them. Yeah, like, I don't know, this has turned into a crackhead podcast, but I don't know where I would be without BTS in my life. Honestly, BTS has gotten me closer to my littlest sister and my aunt. Definitely, I've gotten closer to a few friends because of BTS. Shout outs to my friend Jennifer. Jen, I love you so much. I love you so much, and like, I hope everything goes well with you in your life, because you being in my life has really made a big difference, and you're like the only I never had, even though I do have an older sister. Oof, but like, you know what I mean. Like, oops, not trying to call out my older sister, but yeah, it's definitely like, BTS has made my life a little more like bancha. I don't know, don't let me speak Korean. It's been a little more sparkly in my life, and it's definitely like filled with a lot of laughs at the end of the day because of them. Like, I don't think I've ever laughed so much in the span of a BTS run episode ever in my life. Usually I am a pretty serious person, but when BTS is performing, I'm just like, oh, I'm just weird and I'm on crack. Like, thanks. Like, that's a side I don't think anyone has ever seen from me, and it's a side only BTS brings out of me, and I'm so grateful for them. So yeah, that is my podcast for today. Yeah, it's a snippet of BTS, just who they are as people. Thank you for listening to No Way Josie. Ooh. Let's see if I will upload this. Okay, cool. Bye. Love you.